The foreign investor has to be sure there's law and order, there's security, there's this. And all this, absence of it, makes it impossible to attract any foreign investor. It makes it impossible even for the local investor to invest. Because there's a situation where if I use somebody like Innoson, when Innoson was building his plant, I laid the foundation of that facility. And when he was completing it, he told me the things he needs to do and everything. And I said, since we're doing this year, we are going to give you an order for 1,000 vehicles. We're going to buy cars for our security people, for our traditional rulers, and for our schools. And we signed it. I wasn't close to Innoson. Innoson had borrowed money from a bank. Imported goods into this country. It was still owing the bank. When he was trying to manage, because it was supposed to be something that's supposed to be 5%, and when he came, they said it's 35%. He was still arguing with custom. He borrowed 800 million naira. What goods? What of that amount? He was still arguing with custom about the rate. For them to reverse it, he entered what we call overtime counter. And that goods was sold to a senator in Nigeria for 40 million. So I was going to Abuja and somebody told me the story. And I drove to his house and said, I heard this story. He said, yes, that's what happened. I said, can I have the documents? So I took the documents. So I went to President Jonathan and I said, we are looking for foreign investors. Look at what they did to local investors. So who will come here? Nobody will come here. Because there's no law. There's no order. He was at mercy of anybody who could help him. He was ready to even part with his own money. And Jonathan said, no, it's not possible. President Jonathan, when he called the Minister of Finance there, it was, and then called the custom to General, and it was true. And he ordered that he's giving them 1 month to pay him back all his money. Without that, the bank where he borrowed money would have dragged it to AFCC. He'll be jailed because there's no law. There's no rule of law. Say, a disorderly society. Nobody functions in that society. Whenever we talk about democracy, people say, no, the problem is right there. It's not the problem. The problem is that we have no judiciary. The judiciary in Nigeria becomes the biggest threat to the existence of Nigeria. If we have, business will thrive, investments will thrive, democracy will thrive, because people will not do the right things. But because today, our judiciary has become as transaction much you're willing to pay. I'm one of those who claim to be highest beneficiary of judiciary when it works.
I don't know how you feel about this, hearing what P2B is saying. In case you didn't get it clearly, P2B said when Innoson started, he borrowed money from his bank. P2B was CEO of several banks, so I don't know the bank he's talking about, probably Fidelity Bank. So Innoson borrowed money from him, 800 million naira, to start up his business. So he went into importation and imported some things into the country. Now, those things he imported were seized by the custom, and the custom, rather than 5% charges, the custom charged him 35%. 35%. Now, he was looking for money to clear off those things, to clear off those charges that the customs has put upon him. Now, while he was running around to look for money, remember he borrowed 800 million. In the course of doing that, he incurred demurrage, and he was not able to clear off those debts from the custom. The custom sold off his goods that he imported for 800 million naira. They sold it off to a senator for 45 million. What level of cruelty is this? This is wickedness in the high place. And I'm so angry with this, because the only reason why Innoson survived this was because of Peter Obi. If there was no Peter Obi, Innoson would have been in jail. Innoson would have languished in the police custody, and there would not have been Innoson company today. Now, let's look at the custom. The custom was created to checkmate importation of fake and contraband goods into the country. They also impose custom duties and tariff on imported goods into the country, which helps to raise revenue for the government, which is good. But when you look at it holistically, you will notice that there are a lot of fake goods that have been imported into Nigeria. We are not talking about the proliferation of small arms, guns into the country, because the guns that are being used by bandits, criminals, kidnappers, Boko Haram, these are guns that are being imported into the country and they pass through the Nigerian border. It is the duty of customs to intercept this contraband, intercept these small arms, intercept fake goods coming into the country and arrest those behind it. But you have seen that they failed. They've completely failed in that duty. An investigative journalist, Fisayo Soyimbu, made a documentary about the criminality that is going on in custom, and he pinpoints one man, IBB Dende, that is responsible for bringing in contraband goods into the country. He also accused him of importing guns into the country. He named several custom high-ranking chiefs that are complicit to this act. IBB Dende is close to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He's a close ally to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. To date, nobody has been arrested, nobody has been invited for questioning. Rather, the journalist that brought this report to the fore was arrested. We also saw how Showere, they all went to the police to ask them to release one of the journalists that released that report that was arrested. Now, that's by the way. Now, you look at somebody that is doing a legitimate business like Innoson, borrowing 800 million naira to start up a business in Nigeria. He imported goods into the country, and the customs seized his goods and sold it off for 45 million naira to a senator. 800 million naira worth of goods was sold off for 45 million naira. This is somebody that is doing a legitimate business. But people that are doing illegitimate businesses, people that are importing fake products into the country, people that are importing contraband goods into the country, people that are importing guns that are killing lives of citizens are being let to go scot-free. But someone that is involved in a legitimate business, the custom try to destroy the business. What level of criminality is going on in this country? This revelation should send cold shiver down your bone marrow, because it tells you how the people in government, they are sabotaging the economy. Do you know the millions of dollars that Innoson company is worth today? If not for Peter Obi that intervened, that went to meet the president, and if not because Peter Obi is close to the president. Imagine if this is happening in today's government. Who would Peter Obi meet? Is it Tinubu? Will Tinubu listen to him? Or if it happened during President Muhammadu Buhari regime, will Buhari listen to Peter Obi? That is how Innoson would have gone out of business. That is how Innoson would have become irrelevant today. He would have been in prison, and there will be no Innoson company. Look at the number of people that have been employed by Innoson company. Look at how Innoson company has improved the economy of Nigeria. Look at how Innoson company has made Nigeria to become one of the manufacturers of cars in the world. This would have been destroyed by the corruption in custom. And you tell me these people are ready to fight corruption? If they are ready to fight corruption, why didn't they act on the reports of IBB Dende? Why didn't they arrest those that were mentioned in that report? You can see that the custom is a criminal gang. There is a criminality going on in custom. Names were mentioned, and nobody have been arrested to date. This shows you how businesses are suffering in this country. This shows you how the government of the day is not favorable to business owners in this country. Yet they go about begging foreign investors to come into the country. But their action is showing that they are not ready to open up the economy. Why will they open up the economy? They don't want you to progress. They don't want you to survive. They want you to depend on them. They want you to keep standing on their mandate. They want you to keep singing their praises. They want you to be poor, wretched, so that when they wave some bundles of money in your face, you will go and destroy your life by carrying ballot boxes. When they give you 2,000 naira, you will vote for them. When they give you a bag of rice, you will vote for them. When they give you spaghetti, you will defend them on social media. You will defend their policies. The policies that is not affecting your life positively. The policies that is not affecting the life of Nigerians positively. You will keep defending them because they want you to remain in perpetual poverty. They don't want to open the economy, because if they want to open the economy, they will start by fighting corruption. And one of the ways they have to fight corruption is by acting on investigative reports like the one that was released by Fisayo. They would have acted on it, because it shows you that the reason why the prices of goods in this country is not coming down despite those are falling is because the custom is not doing the right thing. How do you charge someone 35% instead of 5%? That is how they impose high tariff on people that import goods into the country. And these people will now put the brunt of that high tariff on the final consumers, which is you and I. When you go to the market to buy something, you buy it expensive. And ignorant people will come on social media and be shouting, dollar is coming down. Why is the price of goods not coming down? The price of goods is not coming down because we have corrupt people in the custom. Innoson is just one out of hundreds, out of thousands of business owners, manufacturers in this country whose businesses have been rendered useless, who have gone bankrupt, some of them are even in prison because of the corrupt practice of the custom. You are hearing Innoson today because Peter B is saying it. Think about many others out there whose stories are not being told. This is the criminality you all need to fight. And that is the reason why these people, they will support someone that will support their criminal activities. Yes, that is the truth. Now, Peter B said something worldwide when he was campaigning. He said, if the head is not corrupt, you have killed corruption by 70%. If the principal officer is not corrupt, you have killed corruption by 70%. And that is the truth. If the president is not corrupt, people around him will not be corrupt. The reason why the people around him are corrupt, the reason why the people he appoints as commissioners, as leaders in different parastatals are corrupt is because the president is corrupt. That is the truth. If the president is not corrupt, if a president has set a standard of zero tolerance to corruption, everyone will be scared, because they know if they do anything that is contrary to the principles and tenets of the president, they will go in for it. That is why Nigerians need to think. Nigerians need to use their head, because the corruption that is happening in this country is affecting them. It is your life, it is your future that these men and women are destroying with their corrupt practices. They are enriching themselves. They are enriching their family. They are enriching their cronies. They are stocking up money for their future generation. Who is stocking up money for you? You need to realize this. Imagine if Innoson company did not see the light of the day. Just think about the number of people that will be jobless, that will not have been employed. Think about the numbers of cars that they've manufactured that will not be in Nigeria. Think about the economy, how it would have affected the economy. That is what corruption does. It kills the country, and it is killing Nigeria. There is systemic corruption going on in this country, and you need someone with political will. And the only person with political will that can do this is someone with track record of no corruption. Look at all the politicians you have in this country. How many of them can you beat your chest that will fight corruption squarely? That's the reason why wherever Mr. Peter B goes, he keeps talking to you. Peter B is a billionaire. He doesn't need money. But he's concerned about the future of this country, about the future of the youth, about the future of the young ones, the future of the unborn children. He's thinking about their future. That is why wherever he goes, he keeps telling you there is need to destroy the structure of criminality. And for that to happen, you must support Peter Obi. We must come together and push Peter Obi and ensure he get there. Because if we don't kill corruption in this country, corruption will kill us. Corruption will kill us in this country. But God forbid that we allow that to happen. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.